Right, this is the Zwift Racing League Legends Rout Open Navy League Division 2. I'm racing for GCN Team Conor. We've got 6 people in this race. It's on it's on one of the French routes. I think the one round sort of like the Roubaix, incorporates a bit of Roubaix. And we planned to go off our little group. We're in the red shirts. We planned to go as hard as we could for the first lap, or at least 10 minutes, see if we could pull a group clear. Last week I finished 21st and out of the hole, in the race, and was the best placed of our riders. Normally 2 in the group would normally beat me, but there's been injuries and a bit of a layoff, so they would normally beat me. So we've all agreed that we're going to give it the beans and see where we get to. And you can see here that I'm keep going to the front and push the pace as hard as I can for as long as I can. I keep getting pulled back by G Wales. They keep coming up, so they're obviously the stronger teams are covering any moves. So I'm dropping back into the pack and having a slight breather and then going again. You can see Eric in my group, Rafa and Andre are all sort of mixing it up, trying to get off the front and go again. So it's flying around. It is speeded up. This is 4 times speed. We're not actually riding that quick, but you can see in the top left hand corner, my average power at this moment is 2.98, which is almost 3 watts per kilo. So we are going for it. The lap is relatively flat, and at the end there's a little bit of a climb through the finish line. It's on cobbles as well. I'll go again here, and we try to get another group, but as soon as we go, people they're putting the kick in and catching us back up, and that's the lead in sort of done. And now we are we're on the first lap. So we'll go again. G Bullock comes with us, or at least comes across, and he's there in the grey. There's a few other riders. They're obviously stronger than me because they all finished up in the top 20 last week when I was 21st. Slowed it down here. There must be a reason why. I think it's just I'm showing maybe that I'd done too many attacks and I was dropping off the back, or maybe I'm going for another attack. I think what I tried to do was rest a little bit and then give it Belfair go and get to the front and get off the front. See if I could drag somebody with me. People just kept coming, but they wouldn't do any work. So, yeah, here's another attack. Going up to about 4 or 5 watts per kilo. Getting a little bit of a separation. 1 second back to M Harding. And then going again. Just trying to shake the race up a little bit. You can see on the bottom graph how much I've been in the red. They're all little sort of sprint attacks. But I think the big teams have got it all mainly covered. So you feel like you're getting a gap, but in fact you're not. And then come through us again there. So the group's about 30, 33, 34 strong at the moment. And there's only 49 started the race. So it's a good old big front group. So the attacks aren't really making, looking back at it now, aren't really making that much of a difference. We've still got, I think there's still about 3 of our riders in this group. I'm still looking for them now. It's a bit difficult to see. Yeah, but they're all still in the front. Everybody in our group in a GCN team seem to do a better race. People that have power figures that they've never had before in this race, so it was worth a go. Last time we did one like this, it was a bit of a procession until it finished on a bit bigger climb than this, and everybody went for it on the climb. But I think we've sort of thought we'd try and get away or try and make it difficult. But I think we're sort of mid-table, so they can cover our breaks quite quickly. It's round about now when I'm thinking we're coming to the end of the first lap, and there'll be some sprints. Everybody pushes through the hill and the sprint to see if they can get a bit more of a separation, so that I think the sort of selections will be made on the laps on this bit there at the end. You can see on the top right hand corner the green line across the bottom is the topography of it. So I think I've thought, bearing in mind I'm still 2.7 watts per kilo and we're almost 16 minutes in, it's quite high for me. So I think I must have thought at this point I can't go any further at the front, so I'm just going to try and sit in, rest myself, and that's what I've done, knowing that as we come out across the river now, the bridge, that there'll be a bit of a push. Yeah, you can see Eric at the back there, Eric Malley, who's just coming up the side of me now. I think I can see another 1 or 2 in. It's hard to see. Yeah, there's definitely. I think we've got 4 in this front group, so I'm pushing again just to get a bit of a. See if we can drag a few people out and nullify a few of their sprints. So when it's on this cobble, there's this little twisty section, and then there's a straight drag up to the banner. So G Wales and this other lad from Collation, they're quite strong riders. They seem to be that whenever I go, they come with us. Holton and G Bullock as well. And it dips down again. People are firing whatever power-ups they've got, and then it comes round here, and this last bit of yellow is the climb up to the finish, which isn't much of a climb. It's like 3% at the most, but this is where the selection gets made. I might do 6.2 watts per kilo there to try and get into this group and get on the back of it, because I know it's going to go. So as we come through here, you can see the map at the top. It's totally strung out. Everybody's done a PR there through that first sprint, so people are giving it the beans through there, and it's quite easy to get dropped if a group goes a full chat and then you can't get on the back. I think this is what I'm trying to do here, is trying to use this lad in purple, B John, trying to use them to get on. I've dropped my drafting boost as well, see if I can get back on. So I'm 20th, so the group's down to 20 odd at the moment. Bear in mind, I think it was about 34 on the first lap. So people are still coming back now. You can see them in the little blue blobs at the top. They are coming back. So I'm in. So taking foot off the gas a little bit and try and ride the draft as best I can for this bit. I think now it's just a case of, you can see the lap markers on the top. So we're just beginning the second lap. I'm going to speed this up because I think all I try to do is sit in. Few people go for it. I think possibly I cover a few moves as well. We're just thinking that people might go off the front. Yeah, and there's a few more of our riders in, so we've got quite a few come through, and we get every banner you get a boost, a power up. Yep, we've got Andrea and Rafa there with us, and there's Rafa going at the front. But all them little kicks that I did on the first lap or the lead in the first lap. They've took the toll on me, and I'm kind of struggling, so I'm just trying to regain my strength and have a bit of a breather. See, 135 my heart rate, and Eric's in there. I think we've got 4 in the front here now, so we've got 4 in. We're not doing so badly, but I think most people are thinking now just sit in the group and go around and kick at the end, on the end of the lap. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Keep seeing this lad with the orange top on and the cowboy hat as well. He's raised me interest because he's always sort of near me or behind me. The best thing you can do here is dangle off the back, which he's doing quite regularly as well. You can save some watts by doing that. Also, you can have to put in a bit of a kick like that every now and again, because it's very easy to get dropped, especially when it goes onto the cobbles. So the groups now, there must have been a few more people gone. It's about 30 strong, so I'm 29th. There's 1 or 2 at the back behind me. See the guy with the cowboy hat again, he's sat behind me. Markham, I'm going to say his name is J. Markham, I think. So everybody's doing the same sort of thing. It's just a case, so it's 30 in the group, so this group's going to thin again when we get to the end of the lap. It's just a case of getting there. So in my mind now, I'm just thinking, well, I finished 21st last week, so if I could finish higher up than 21st, I'd be happy. Be a little bit of an improvement. Course sort of suits me a little bit better, but clearly I ain't going to be in the top 10. At least I don't think I will be. So we're coming through, and this is the sprint now, and it's gone absolutely ballistic up there. So I've gone faster through that sprint than I did the first time round, and it's just a case of trying to stay in the mid pack here, so I can keep in the front group and then sit in when it calms down a little bit. Somehow I've managed to find myself on the front, and I was just thinking that Wilson and John might be putting in a bit of an effort, and I've covered them, but then they don't really kick on and everybody else comes back. So what I tend to do now, having known I've made that selection, is sit at the back, see how big the group is, which is 22-ish. So we've dropped probably 11 to 10 riders, and I think, from recollection, I'm the only one from our team who made this selection, and we spoke about it at the end, and people said it just went ballistic through that sprint, and if you hadn't anticipated it, you're gone. You can't catch them up because it's moving now. I don't know what I'm doing going on the front. I've just been feeling really good, but unfortunately you feel really good 1 minute and then next minute you're off the back and you dropped. It's about not putting too much effort in. So again, sitting at the back, trying to just dangle off the back. When I can. It's actually best to sit in sort of the top 10 because you're a bit more surrounded by the draft, and that new draft line at the top does sort of help you. But you get carried away. I think I was thinking now I stand a good chance of finishing top 10, but your mind can play tricks on you. I think what I should have been bearing in mind was I only finished 21st last week, so that's roughly where I am. I see the guy at the back there with the cowboy hat on again, he's just sitting on the back, so I'm thinking he's probably got the same tactic as me. There he is again, just behind me. There's somebody called Super Weak there as well, which clearly they're not if they're in here. So this is where I've slowed it down a little bit because it goes now, and another selection's made. 1 or 2 people kick on and see they're away. Around that corner they are away. See, I react a little bit, but I haven't got much left in, so I'm like, I think it's being made. I think I'm going to be finishing 15th, 16th, which I would have been happy with. But then they come past me. People must have slowed at the front slightly because it's strung out, but it's just about breaking. I'll give it one last shot because I think I'm the last man. Drop me power up there as well. 19th position. But they're slowing down, so I get out of the saddle a few times and kick it in. If you kick into the corners, you can get a bit of a slingshot out of them. It sometimes works if they're tighter corners. So I am now with half a mile to go, going under the bridge to the left-hander here. I'm in 19th position, and it's took some doing this. My heart rate's 151. It's one split, but it's come back together. So this is the climb through the twisty bits. People are dropping their power-ups, then there's a slight downhill, and then it's really kicked off at the front and they've gone big style. And this is the hill up to the finish line. There's about 4 people ahead of me. I think I've given up there, but I get back on the power because I can see they're coming backwards as well. So I'll give it everything I've got up here. Always get people who've given it too much too soon. So it's just a case of trying to hold your sprint and kick again. And I get across the line, 2 people there, one's coming backwards, flying backwards. 16th, which I'm well happy with. So yeah, if you like this racing and a bit of commentary, I know it's not brilliant, then please like and subscribe if you can. There's only one more race left in the series, which is next week. It'll be the last one, which is a points race. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you do want to say anything, please pop it in the comments. But it's canny. I'm really enjoying the race in this round. So with that over, I'll just say like and subscribe again. You can see how tired I am because I do type something here, which might be bloody hell, but it doesn't come out that way because I'm absolutely gassed. Right, okay, thanks for watching.